genuinely don't even mean this as a joke. I would rather lay on train tracks with 2 trains coming on one side. There's no way I can't get hit. Lay on train tracks than ever trust a man again. Ever care about what a man has to say again. Ever feel feelings for a man again. Once again, back to the train track with 2 trains coming so there's no way I can escape. That is what I would truly want. Rather than ever putting my trust in one of you stupid ever again. And I truly feel that way. Like, look in my eyes right now. Am I joking? No.
I'm so done out here with the dating scene that I do not know how I'm ever going to meet anyone. Ever. I'm literally 29 years old. I don't think anyone likes me. I am in this mindset of, like, no one finds me attractive, or at least I'm attractive enough to be with physically, but no one wants to actually commit to me, therefore I don't want it. Like, keep that. I'm not in that phase of my life.
Ma'am, men don't care. Men look at you just like we're looking at you now, like, why don't you have a man? That nice-looking 29-year-old woman who just don't have a man and she actually want one and want to be in a relationship, we think something is wrong with you. We look at you as if, yeah, she must be crazy.
I don't want it. Like, keep that. I'm not in that phase of my life. And you know when you're just constantly down and out on yourself? Like, I'm not going to meet anyone because I don't want to date. I don't want to go on dating apps. I don't want to do talking stages. I don't want to be let down by people again. I would rather stay on my own and then constantly complain I'm on my own and be so unhappy than put myself through dating apps again. And everyone's like, Trish, like, don't go for someone that's your age. Like, put your age preferences higher. Which 100%, if you're in your 20s, don't look at me. Don't chat to me. I don't want anyone that's, like, younger than 35 at this point. Because I need someone with their crap together. And I don't mean financially. That's, like, the last thing I'm bothered about. I mean, no games. If we go on a date and you're not feeling it, just message me. Be like, hey, I don't feel like we had a connection. Cool, done. If you don't find me attractive, hey, I'm so sorry. I just don't feel like there's a spark. I don't know. Just be mature about it. Like, we are grown adults. Why aren't we communicating these things? And it makes me like, when I deep it and I get really emotional about it, I genuinely think that no one will ever love me. Like, I'm of them, and I don't say that for empathy, sympathy. I don't want people complimenting me because it literally goes into one ear and out the other. People are like, oh, you're pretty. I wish you could see what we can see. I don't see any of that. It goes right over my head. I don't care. Because no one else seems to see that. Like, I'm clearly not special enough to keep. I'm clearly not good enough to be the person that someone chooses. And chooses forever, like, chooses to love, chooses to be with, chooses to date. I'm just done. I'm so done. And I don't want to date. If dating means hurting, and dating means pain, and dating means rejection, and doing it again and again and again and again, like, how soul destroying. Like, I admire you girls that are literally like, I go on a date every lunch break, I'm going to meet the love of my life. And then they do, right? Like, you meet one that's different. Go you. But I'm fed up of hearing of success stories on Hinge, Tinder, because I've tried it so many times. You know, when you're lonely, you re-download them. It's usually around New Year's, which is coming up. But I'm like, why do I keep re-downloading it when it's the same story, different day? I'm just done. I'm done, but I'm not done, because I'm so sad about being alone. But I know I don't want to date. So what the hell do I want? What do I want? I think we all want to be loved, don't we? Like, in life, we all want to be loved. I want to be loved more than anything. I want to love and give love because I have so much love to give. But I'm not willing to put my emotions through that again. Like, I'm so, like, my walls are up. My girls will never hear about a boy that I'm dating ever again until I've got a ring on my finger. Trust you me, they won't know. They won't know about who I'm seeing because I'm not going to tell them. My family won't hear about it. My friends, no one. Because no one's that important. Like, I did that. I made that mistake. I got people's hopes up, and then it was like, bam, Trish, you're not good enough. Screw you.
Just by looking at her, us as men can tell that she's had plenty of times to get with the nice guy, get with the average nice guy, but she didn't want the average nice guy probably, but we are pretty sure there was a lot of average guys that was interested in being with her, but we want to know why she didn't get with those guys. Don't just come on the internet ranting and raving about, the dating market is trash when you could have just found the average guy.
He said, my friends aren't being realistic with me. Okay, I don't know a single friend that has said to me, Trish, my God, you are so perfect. I don't know why you're single. Like, my friends are realists, just as I am. And I have my faults exactly like every other human being. If we were faultless, we'd be AI. I would, but I've had a brief look at your profile and you're quite strongly in your masculine. Great English. I'm popping video responses all over the TL for validation. Okay, you? Not so much of a great life. Both are massive red flags for men. I hope you find what you're looking for. If my masculinity intimidates you, just say that, babe. Compromise. But if he said to me, this potential partner, you're way too masculine for me, well then I'm not made for him, because I'm not a dress heels girly. I can do both very well, if I do say so myself. But I'm not that girl. So building up a man's expectations of being like, I can do this, I'm a real girly girl, look at me, I don't have muscles, I don't train, would mean changing everything about myself, and my life would be miserable because I couldn't train anymore, I couldn't lift anymore, I couldn't go boxing anymore. What's going to happen to all my hoodies? Anyway. I've well and truly been welcomed into the world of internet trolling after that video, which I literally was insulting myself for 5 minutes and talking about how I'm single and I don't want to date anymore, and yet loads of these incels have come out of the woodwork. Chance to be misogynistic. Let's try. Which is cool, but really says a lot about the work that you need to do on yourselves. Anyway, I'm wishing you well, babes, and hope that you live a happy and healthy life.
Women like her never will meet anyone because she has a very negative outlook. Nice looking woman. She looked like she's been in the gym. She's lost some weight, so she's right on track. But people like her with this very negative mindset will always self-sabotage in a healthy relationship. She'll always find something wrong, something to complain about.
3 things I'm no longer doing now that I am in my 30s when it comes to dating. Number 1, I will not be someone's girlfriend. You will not be my boyfriend. I will not play that game. We're dating, we're getting to know each other, and then it's straight marriage. Like, I'm not being your girlfriend for 3 years. I'm not doing it. That then brings me on to the second point, which is I will not be introducing the man that I'm dating to my parents unless it's to ask for my hand in marriage. Waste my time? Waste my parents' time? No. And if you come from an ethnic background, you know that meeting the parents is a serious thing, and I feel like I've introduced my parents to far too many of my boyfriends. I have been delulu far too many times. I'm not playing that game. I just kissed my headphone. And thirdly, I am not spending over £20 on somebody that I'm dating. I have learned in my reflection that I am very generous, especially when I am in love and I'm getting down.
She's actually devaluing herself right now. Men didn't have to know that, but she just offered information. Right there, we can tell she already got a high body count. She loved to ride the magic stick carousel.
And I'm getting down. And if I think about how much money I've spent, that includes transportation across the globe. I'm not spending money. Like, if you want to see me, if you want my time, if you want to hang out, if you want to buy me gifts, sure. But I'm not doing that in return. Like, my presence is enough, and that's on period.
This woman here is calling this her reflection, but the truth of the matter is she sounds very jaded. She sounds very negative. Every last one of her solutions sound like a way to counter a previous relationship. She's still stuck in her past, and she's talking about stuff like taking men to meet her parents. But what she's forgetting is that men are the ones who decide engagement rings or the weekly rotation a woman can get. So she can make up whatever new rules she need to come up with.
Number 1, I will not be someone's girlfriend. You will not be my boyfriend. I will not play that game. We're dating, we're getting to know each other, and then it's straight marriage. Like, I'm not being your girlfriend for 3 years. I'm not doing it.
She acting like she's not gonna have to earn her ring. You look nice, but right now you just look nice enough to go on the weekly rotation. Men will decide when they want to give you the engagement ring. And she's ranting and raving like she still holds the same value today.